Hello first years. This then is the penultimate unit before we do the final major project. This is Unit 7, the interactive project. And within this project, you're going to be given 4 weeks to work in a team. You're going to be put into a team and you'll be working to a brief set by a client, which I will outline here as well. Deadline is the 6th of March at 4:30. Covers Unit 7. There are 8 units in the first year. Unit 7 is the one before Unit 8, of course, and you're going to be investigating interactive media production and technology within this. So, augmented reality and virtual reality. The aim, the purpose, the reason for this unit being at the time it is in the flow and the structure of the year is I'm looking for you to develop your abilities to critically analyze at this point. And critical analysis is something that you build up over the year and start to actually use more and more from the visual project onwards. High level thinking skills, thinking about why media is created the way it is. Start to see that a bit more from you. I want to see it in this project in particular. Seeing from other people's perspectives, thinking about context, analysing, integrating knowledge and understanding from your previous units into this one. I want to see it start to come together. Your research skills, your ability to work as part of a team, your ability to problem solve, your ability to see from other perspectives beyond your own. That's the difference between amateur and professional. So you can investigate the skills and attributes required for creative media production and communication within interactive media platforms, in particular virtual reality and augmented reality. In this unit, you're going to be encouraged to take risks, fail fast, learn from those mistakes, don't dwell on failures. Failures are important as a way to actually develop and learn, but reflect on that, fail fast, learn from it, dirt off your shoulder, move forward, learn from mistakes, go again, problem solve, get better. It's really important to me. I see that iteration, fail fast, go again, fail fast, go again throughout this project. Evidence it on your site or blog. Meet the deadline. Failure to meet the deadline tells me you're not ready for the final major project. And like I did last year, I will stop you from entering the final major project if you've shown me you can't meet a deadline. It shows me you're not professional enough to be entered for the FMP. That happened last year with 2 students. It's not going to happen to any of you, the way things are going, but fair warning, meet this deadline, then you're eligible to be entered for the FMP, which ultimately is where your grade comes from for the entire year. Basingstoke and Dean contacted us about 2 weeks ago. Youth Voice in particular. Vicky will be coming in on the Monday. We start this project and I'm going to ask you to create a short, impactful, emotive and thought-provoking virtual or augmented reality experience. This is going to come in between 5 and 10 minutes in length. You're going to be put into a team of 2 to 3 people. You're going to plan a prototype, a test idea, which I'll be helping you with in class. You're going to be testing that prototype, getting feedback on it, testing it again, iterating, failing fast, going again, iterating, failing fast, going again. That's really important to me. You're going to create at the end of this process a interactive project in virtual or augmented reality. Individually, you can evidence all of your work on your site or blog individually. This list of bullet points is from the clients, which I managed to get last week from Vicky from Youth Voice. The VR or AR experience you create in your team of 2 to 3 people should relate to an individual group or an individual. They have experienced hate, discrimination, targeted verbal harassment, or generic hate, not specific to any protected hate crime strand. Your aim is to raise awareness of the emotional and psychological impacts of hate and discrimination. So thinking about the perspective of other people in particular is what we're looking for here. The experience you create, the virtual or augmented reality experience, should be from the perspective of the victim. You need to add a disclaimer in your VR or AR experience that advises of the sensitive content within your virtual or augmented reality experience. You need to be mindful that the target audience is the general public from age 11 up. Youth voice are aware that this is an emotive and sensitive subject, and the reality of these distressing situations may bring with it a certain type of language, behaviour, level of violence. Youth voice are open to explore the use of language, providing it is not overused and is within context, the time, place, and environments of the actual piece. Context. We learned about context on the visual analysis. It's got to contribute to the overall message. Most importantly, it needs to be informative, interactive, and thought-provoking. Interactive. Audience engages, interacts, clicks, moves, does something within the media. They are not just passive. You need to raise awareness of hate crime and discrimination. This is at the forefront of the vision from the brief, from Basingstoke and Dean Council and Youth Voice, who sit within Basingstoke and Dean Council. Youth Voice are going to be available throughout the project to guide and advise you. Okay, so augmented virtual reality, you decide in your teams. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts to this project. You need to put together them. The requirements at the beginning. So, using a detailed outline here given to you from Youth Voice, I want you to tell me first of all what are the requirements of this project. What you're going to create. Why are you creating that? Is it right for the audience? What are the resources you need? What are the barriers in terms of time, in terms of actors, in terms of technology, in terms of knowledge, in terms of experience? What are the requirements? 1.2 research. Show some research individually. It's important you do this individually to show how you're going to develop this idea. So primary research, you could look at social media, do focus groups, Google Forms maybe, at least one of these each I would say in your team. And some secondary research. So looking at tutorials and walkthroughs on YouTube, for example, looking at articles in journals and books about virtual and augmented reality, podcasts perhaps, practice demos, actually making some practice rough demonstrations of how to use the technology. That all counts as research. Put it all on your site or blog. 2.1, you're going to be prototyping the work as well, with me in particular, going through a design thinking series of lessons. You're going to capture behind the scenes updates and vlogs of you planning, organising and presenting ideas through the paper prototype we're going to be creating in my lessons. You're going to create examples and demonstrations of your projects for others to test. This is important, being without ego, letting people see your idea, give you feedback, note down their ideas, take it all on. Don't be myopic or solipsistic and just tunnel vision about things. Be open to the feedback and think about the user of the product all the while. It's not just about you, it's about the audience. That feedback and how you take on that feedback is crucial here. 2.2, create. You're going to create a fully tested interactive project, ensuring you update your site and blog every week with updates on the process of the project. This is an essential practice for the FMP. Evidence how it is going and justifying your choices. We are doing this because. Why are you doing it the way you are doing it? And lastly, of course, you're going to evaluate your work. A vlog, podcast, or written reflection. You're going to receive feedback from your tutor, myself, and the clients, Vicky. You're going to reflect on the project itself, what skills you learnt, how effective it is, how you presented your ideas, how effective your communication individually was throughout the project with your teammates and with the clients as well. So that in essence is the interactive project. I'm going to be assessing it by annotating the PDF brief that I'm going through here, circling achieved or not achieved for each particular bit. So at the end of the project, I'll be deciding whether you've achieved or not achieved each part. Deadline is the 6th of March at 4:30. If you have any issues at all, please speak to me, but I want you to take risks, experiment, and most importantly, think about the user's perspective, the audience's perspective, okay? Good luck.